Hey everybody, welcome to Missy's Imaginings. I was going to do a video on sewing the pleated shirt for the 66 centimeter Miro doll boy body, but I have a package that arrived today, and inside this package, if everything is well, is another Miro doll 66 centimeter boy with the normal skin, like the normal yellow that has a little bit more yellowish tones to go with the Poncho Granado head, since those didn't match very well. Then I have another head that needs a body that will get that one. So his new body is in here, but I also have a Miro doll iris in blue resin with high heel feet, and then a couple of doll stands that I ordered. So we're going to open this box instead today, and we'll see. Hopefully everything is good. You never know. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to open this box, and so let's see. I want to get a really good view, but I'll check the camera and see if this is going to work, and then we'll go ahead and open the box. Okay, so this box looks to be like a shipping box, and hopefully there's two doll boxes inside. I'm always a little nervous on opening these with when they're wrapped in paper, because sometimes that's the only thing on the outside of the actual doll box, and so when I go to snip it, I'm always afraid that I'm going to actually snip the doll box. So I'm going to be careful here and go ahead and try to get this open without damaging anything inside. And I'll probably go ahead and speed up the camera and put in a little music just so we can get the box open faster. So that's what we'll do. Aha! Success! Hello! How are you? Okay, so we have one box. Ooh! Dun dun dun! And let's see if I can get the other one out. It's funny because you're always thinking, oh, I don't want to tip it upside down. But truly, in the shipping process, it probably has gone upside down a couple times. So I'm going to go ahead and gently turn it upside down. Lift this off the top. There we go. And come back around. All right. There we go. And so there's nothing marked to say who is in each box. So we're just going to have to take our chances here. And we'll see. I'm going to take off tape, and hopefully it won't ruin the box. Okay, tell you what I'll do. I'm going to take a peek inside. Alright, so I'm going to take a peek. So we will do, let's see. I would just want to do the boy first. Okay, I think this is the boy. I'm having to peek inside the bag. I love it that they come with a bag. Do you love that? I do. It just feels so fancy. Okay, so here we have a fella body. Alright, so here we go. So we'll set this aside. And we'll open the box. Oh! There's somebody else in here. What's this? Well, let's see here. Oh, we have a little girl. Well, there, she's cute. With a little fancy frilly dress and ballerina feet. She has very skinny legs. Little skinny little stick legs. Well, that's kind of cute. Well, there we go. I'm always surprised at the little presents that come with them. Well, that's cute. She's very fluffy and frilly, and her little braided top knot. Well, there we go. She has a pretty little face. There we go. There's a little free girl. There she is. We'll set her right there. Then I also ordered a couple of stands. So I'm curious to see how well they will work with the 3rd scale dolls. So I guess this lifts up and snaps down. But I was intrigued by the shape of the saddle, that I was hoping it would be a little bit more friendly towards some of the male dolls, and make it easier to stand, because some of the saddles on the other stands I have, they go way up and they kind of get in the way. And you know, if you have the fellas, you know what I mean. So then here, oh, it looks like I have some blue parts. Oh, here's the deal. So with Miro doll, I know a lot of people complain, a lot of people don't like them. I honestly have to say that I have had nothing but good luck with them. I have ordered several things and I always get things quickly. I've never had anything broken. I've never had anything that wasn't there, or something that was there and shouldn't have been. So far, I haven't opened all these. I have to say that I've been very happy with them. And when I ordered this body, I ordered it the beginning of November. And then the blue resin girl I ordered on November 11th. And I sent an email and asked if it would be possible to ship them together. Because with my work schedule and then my daughter's work schedules, sometimes it's hard for us to coordinate for someone to actually be home, because I do sign up for with DHL to deliver without a signature, but I don't like a package sitting on the porch all day, obviously. And so I didn't want to have to go through that. Oh, is it still there? Is it okay? I didn't want to have to go through that twice. So I asked if they could ship it together, and they did. I mean, no questions. They just shipped it all together. So I have to say that I can't complain of how they've treated me as a customer. I haven't gotten tons and tons of emails in response, but they got the email and honored that request. So I'm very pleased with that. So here we will open the Miro doll 66 centimeter male. And let's see. It is the new one that is the newer style body. So he's a little bit slimmer through the chest than the 68 centimeter, I guess it is, like the 68 centimeter Rain. So he's taller, and I will have to go away from the camera and grab the other body so we can compare the colors. But let's go ahead and take his hands out. And I will also say that on this body, I like the hand sculpt better. I just think it's nicer. So on this hand, he has all of his fingers. Nothing's broken. Everything's there. And on this one, they're wrapped very well. There we go. My battery wearing out while I was filming, so I kind of had to check it and go back to see where I was. So we have him open, and we're going to go ahead and grab this guy and compare what the resin color looks like, so you can see them actually together. And although this light might not be exactly what you would have, at least you'll see both of these bodies together in the same light. Resin is definitely more pink and more yellow, and I'm so glad I got this one because this matches the poncho head. It looks great together. I can just see by looking at them that these are the more yellow color, and his head is going to look so much better on this body. And then I have a Doll Family H head that will probably go on him, and it's already painted and ready to go, so I'll probably put that on this body. So of course I will always have a use for the normal pink body. Of course it will have someone living in it. So this one I really like the color, and it's really pleasing aesthetically and all that, but it just didn't match the head. So now this body will definitely match this head. So I'm very happy to make that change. And once again, if you didn't see the unboxing for this body, he has, here we go, double jointed elbows. So there we go. We'll show the little peanuts inside there. So he has double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. There we go. Good motion on the feet. There we go. He has a 3-part torso. So there's a joint here. And as you can see, there's 2 spots where the elastic comes from the pelvis up to the midriff there. And then they combine and go up into the chest part. And then there is a joint here that can come apart on the thigh, and then they do, of course, turn and spin. So there, so then he can sit like so. Thank you, Salem. Sorry. I'll lift above the cat. So here, you scoot. Go on, go on. He says, well, I'll just walk around. My daughter's got me this lovely new set for my bed, and of course the cat thinks it's his domain. So I'm very happy with this purchase, and I will probably wire him as well. I did get him wired, I believe. Yes. It's like, oh, so many dolls, so little time. Well, okay. I guess he's going to keep us company. So he is wired, and that always sounds weird when I say that. He's really wired. But yeah, he is. So I will go ahead and wire this body as well, and then put his head on this body. And then we can already see that the head size looks really good with this scale of a body. Some of the, I don't know, some of the real muscular ones, although they look really good, some just look a little abnormal to me. And so I like these because they look like a slim guy, but not necessarily a huge bodybuilder slim guy. So I like the shape, and from the price point and the quality of the resin, I think is a more than what I want to say, more than appropriate match. I think they're a good fit. So it looks like he has a little bit of a weird fit on this part that I might sand down a little bit here. It looks like the pink one fits a little better right there. So that fits in there a little bit better. So it might be, I'm not sure if it's in the pelvis itself or in the midriff part, that this edge comes out a little too far maybe, or I need to sand in here. We'll see. But even so, once that's wired, he's going to be covered with clothes, so nobody's going to see that. So for the price of this body and the quality, it's a more than appropriate match. There's, yeah, like I say, no seams. It's a nice piece of resin. It's not, it doesn't feel empty, you know what I mean? It, yeah, feels nice. So I'm very pleased with that. I guess that's all I'm going to say on this one. So we'll go ahead and move him over, and we'll open the next box. So now you see the difference in the comparison though of the pink and the yellow. In this lighting, it's just yellow lighting above me, a little bit more of a white light over here. There's a little bit of evening, early dusk, a little bit of dusk light coming in through the window, but that way you can see the color comparison. Maybe I'll go ahead and take a photo of them side by side and put it in the frame so you can see what those colors look like. So very pleased with that and happy to make that change. So we'll move this guy over. Here we go. And now, so I checked the camera to make sure it was still filming, and we're ready to open her. So I have some packages with blue. The first one I'm going to show is, I ordered the high heel feet. So she has feet here that are the high heel model in blue. So, and I'll move the helper here. So yes, if you've ever looked at any of my doll stuff, you can know that I have a cat. Well, we actually have two. He's just the boy. And then we have his sister is a little gray girl. So there we go. So here's the feet, and they are the correct set. So they're not two of the same foot. So we have 2 feet. There we go. And then inside this box, we had some of the other pieces. So this package will be her hands. And there are 4 hooks. So there's hooks for her hands and probably hooks for those feet. Even though I ordered the doll and she'll already have hooks in the feet that she comes with, there is another set of hooks for the feet, which is very nice. I loved her hand sculpt. Her hands look very delicate. Yeah, very pretty hands. They remind me and are similar in pose and sculpting to my Resin Soul 60 centimeter me, and they're very delicate. The old Miro hands tend to be like, here's my handshake, but these are very delicate, very pretty. They did a nice job, and all the fingers are in place. Everything's ready to go. So there's her fingers. Her head was wrapped up here in this other box. So here's her head. She is the Iris sculpt. It looks like one eye is a little more pointed than the other, so I may go ahead and mod and etch out just a little bit more of a point on the other one, open it up just to even them out, but I do like her sculpt. Of all the Miro sculpts, I like Rain and Wind, but I already have some dolls that are similar to Wind, so I haven't really looked at buying her, but I like Rain. I have a gray Rain, but next to those, I love this sculpt of Iris, and I believe Orlando, the brother, is the same sculpt, so you can do it as the girl or the boy. So now with this Iris head, I got the 70 centimeter newer female body, well, she is a baldy right now, cleaning sponge. So let's pull her out and see what we have. So here we go. So of course, the bags, I love the bags. There we go. All right. So she is huge. She's so tall. I'm excited. And she's going to be, I'm thinking, a companion for Doctor Who, because he's an alien, so you know he can be with anybody. And so yes, she's very, very tall. So let's see. This is what she looks like. Her resin is blue. She is heavy. Holy cow. This is a heavy piece of resin. I will say, at a doll show years ago, when I was first finding out about ball jointed dolls, a lady came in and she had a gray skinned, I don't know if it was Soom or Longsul or Volks, I don't know. It was one of the higher end brands. And hi Salem. And that doll was so heavy, and this doll compares. She's a lot heavier than the boys. So this new sculpt has it's a thick resin. These channels must be very slim because there's a lot of resin here. It's heavy. So what are you doing? If I try to shoo him away, he's probably just gonna move over to one side. Okay, go. There you go. It's good. So this is heavy, but I like her shape. She's slimmer. There we go. And she's a little, I don't know how you would describe it, gangly maybe, but I like the shape of her legs. So not like completely bow-legged, but see how her calves kind of curve, so her ankles curve in. So I like her shape. It's just not the typical Barbie type shape, I guess I want to say, or you know what I mean, the curvy, yeah, Barbie type. It's just more of kind of a lanky shape, which I like. Her sculpt is real pretty. There's gentle sculpt for the back shoulder blades and a little bit of the spine up here by her neck, and double jointed knees. So she has little rounded peanuts in the knees and double jointed elbows. Her elbow joint is like a little circle similar to Babobi. And I have a Babobi Ophelia and a Babobi Apollo. So this is similar, that little round peanut there in her elbow. So I like that. She seems to be strung nicely. Let's go ahead and let's check something out here. So if I open the box so you can see in. All right, now if she stands in here, the box is tilted up. So let's see what happens. So the box is tilted up, so her feet are going to be really tilted up like this. Let's see what happens if we put her in here, and if I hold still. So it's on a bed, kind of a wobbly mattress in a slanted box. Let's see what'll happen. Ta-da! She can stand. Okay, that's phenomenal. So yeah, I really like her. So what we'll do is we need to go ahead and put her head and her hands on so we can see her all put together. So if the camera will hold out, then we can get that done. I may need to, oh, and there's hooks in the hands already. So, I mean, not just the big hooks. There's actual hooks in there. So I have a set of hooks for these feet. There's hooks already in here for her hands. And so there is an extra set of hooks, which is very nice. Can never have too many hooks, right? Because they're always falling everywhere. And of course her feet are already on. So I will grab my stringing cord and we'll put her head and her hands on and see how she looks all together. As you've watched in some of my other videos, you've seen my Dolly Doctor kit. So in here we have stringing tools, eyes, Velcro, eye putty, some extra feet, some extra high heel feet. What else do I have in here? Why do I have... I think one of the bodies came with extra feet that I bought. So, alright, so let's go here. I'm going to have to put on my glasses so that I can see what I'm doing. And we have a large S hook, not giant, but large, in here to pull. Make sure we have the right hand going on the right arm. So, if I can hold that elastic out. No! Ow! Ow! Okay, I'm getting injured. That really hurt. Guess I'm going to have to try the metal. That's strung really tight. Whoa! That could have been a bad one. It did hurt. Let's see if I can pull this out. Okay, here we go. Wow! I think I might need a crochet hook or my, yeah, that one was... And I will say that on some of these little stringing tools, they're not my faves. Because as you pull it out, there's like nothing to grip, but way back there. So let's see here. If I can hold her elbow down. Okay, this is how you do it at home, people. Let's see here. You know what? I'm just going to go inside the elastic. Ah, oh, that's so much easier. Okay, so let's hook it on here and gently put it back in. Oh my word. Yeah, that was like, oh, let's go ahead and pull the cuticle and the finger right off the nail. Ah, don't do this at home, people. All right, so here, we'll try this one again, and we'll keep this little S hook, well, the medium one there. Wow. There you go. Don't try to grab it with your fingers when they're strung tightly. Anchor her down with your leg instead. Okay, this one seems to be a little more friendly. Alright, so where's her other hand? We'll put that on the hook. Come here, little hook. Stay on the elastic. There we go. Get it up on top there. Okay, now, all right. So there's her hands. They look very nice. There we go. Okay, make sure you put the hands on the right one, right? Okay. Boy, that did hurt. How not to do this at home. Okay, so on her face. So this will be a joy because I'm sure it's always a challenge, you know, to get the head on. But then I'm going to have to take it off in order to paint it. So, but we'll do it. Just to see what she looks like here. Okay, oh, let's see. Getting ahead of myself. Let's do this first. Alright. So now, some of the strings up so they're out of the way. Alright, let's pull. Alright, and after all that work, here she is. Oh, I'm laughing because I was still debating whether or not I'm going to leave that in. When I was trying to get her strung. I have never had a Miro doll strung this tightly before. I had a horrible time trying to get her head on there, and one of the little pieces of elastic, I finally had to put it back down through her neck because I could not lift her head up high enough to bring it back up through her head. So there we go. But I love her. I love her. I am going to put together the basic pattern set for this doll. So if you have one or you are going to get one, you will be able to have a basic set and draft patterns for her. I love her. She's huge, as in tall. She's heavy, sturdy. She feels like a good piece of resin. She's just phenomenal. I am so happy. My daughter, I was talking to her and I said, I'm not quite sure exactly yet what I want to do with her. And my daughter said, well, you have the fanciful fairy type doll. You've already done her and the boy that goes with her. And since she's going to go with Doctor Who, she can be anything or anybody or alien or whatever. And she said, what about a peacock theme? So I love that idea. So she is going to be done with a peacock theme. I've already started some basic sketches on a gown for her, so we'll get to work on that. So I have to draft the basic set pattern and get started on her. I have to do her face. I'm still not quite sure how I want to do her makeup, but I have some ideas. So it should look good with the blue. I love the blue. I've wanted a blue for so long, and so now she's finally here. Let's see how she'll sit here. And there we go. See if she'll sit on my knee and stay there. So there she is. Very happy with this style. Very happy with how she went together, even though I did kind of injure my finger. I'm sure this is going to be black and blue tomorrow. And hopefully my nail won't fall off.